Homeownership may seem challenging. When something is new, we may feel overwhelmed to know where to start. We may feel worried about whether the time is right to buy a home. Earlier, we made the case for 9 million great reasons to buy a home that should motivate you to overcome the challenge. Today, we jump into the process. We will make home buying real for you by describing the process and tools to make a great home buying purchase. But first, my name is Jeff Hulett. I'm a decision confidence builder. I'm a behavioral economist and have been in banking and financial services most of my career. I'm also a faculty member at James Madison University, and I lead Personal Finance Reimagined, a decision-making and financial education platform. Let's start at the beginning. We must predict our home life needs well into the future. We do not always know how long we'll stay. Shown on this page are a few of the essential criteria you'll want to consider when buying a home. Our process helps you identify and weigh your preferences. Arguing suggests there's a lack of confidence in the home buying process. Generally, the home buying decision is characterized by a complex emotion-generating process. Arguing likely suggests confusion about either the definition of the key criteria or the weight of those criteria. To be clear, some arguing is good for the decision team to work through the decision. The good news is, with a strong decision process, you will reduce arguing and achieve a great result. The result has a few essentials. One, confidence occurs based on the belief we made a good home buying decision. Most home buying is done by more than one person, like a married couple, unmarried cohabitants, and individuals with help from a parent or friend. And then 3, confidence is therefore not only individual, but it requires collective confidence from the decision team. Technology and a trusted advisor will help the home buying team cross that chasm. This happens for a few good reasons. One, by educating each home buyer about the key home buying criteria and their definitions. And then 2, facilitate a process to weigh individual criteria for each home buyer. And then 3, importantly, combine the home buying team's criteria as a single approach to decide on which houses are best for them to pursue. Just like the other decisions, we use the same 5-step process, just in this case with homes. This helps you routinize the consistent, repeatable decision process for a lifetime of great decisions, not just the home decision. There are 2 big parts to the decision process. The first is the criteria group. This is the criteria of the decision team to ensure your collective needs are met. Next, the home buying alternatives analysis is that next bucket of steps. This is where you figure each home is best for you given that criteria. It's important for these components to be completed in order. Next, we jump into some of the challenges that a great decision process helps you and your home buying team to overcome. The first challenge is consistency and efficiency, especially for the realtors that will help you buy your home. Tom Cavanaugh helps lead the real estate firm Fulcrum Properties. Tom said it so well as to why consistency and efficiency is important for his firm and especially for his clients. Tom said, "We spend significant time and resources training our buyers' agents. Not all agents are the same. A team of consistently well-trained agents is the goal. We appreciate the best trained agents drive the most volume, and very importantly, they create the most customer delight. It's a total win-win." So, home buyer's choice, that's the technology. The home buyer's choice helps make sure you and your realtor are aligned and help ultimately the realtor and the home buyer to reach that consistency and efficiency of a great home buying process. The next challenge is about too much data. There's so many data providers vying for your attention. How do you know which data to pay attention to? Without a game plan to appropriately access and utilize that data, home buyers can quickly become overwhelmed and discouraged. Home buyer's choice helps make sure you know which data to use, and most important, which data can safely be ignored. The final challenge is about potential steering. Now, this has a sad history. This relates to the sad story of discrimination in the United States. By being clear about your criteria and using a great decision process, the opportunity to being steered is all but eliminated. Dan Petrell, a Realtors Association leader, said it well. Potential steering is a critical consideration for buyer's agents. Realtors are required to learn about and comply with steering-related laws and regulations. Now, as a reminder, what steering is in the old days is if someone would make an association with or an assumption about somebody's, say, race or other external attributes about them and basically steer them towards certain communities. This is also associated with redlining. Since the Civil Rights Act, that's illegal. Okay? So, technology resolves steering because it documents the buyer's decision model and the realtor is showing them homes based on the buyer's preferences. Now, we will step through each part of that process. Let's start with steps 1 and 2. At this point, you and your home buying team are considering home buying. You are researching your decision process for how you will evaluate your criteria and evaluate alternatives. You load Definitive Choice and Home Buyer's Choice on your device. You are learning about realtors and the mortgage process. You may look at online resources to see which houses and information are available. You are having many discussions with your home buying team to confirm readiness. Now, next is steps 3 and 4. At this point, you and your home buying team have decided to pursue home buying. Yay! While it is possible you will rent longer, your team is committed to seriously evaluating home buying as a credible alternative. You have also initially reached out to a local realtor and a mortgage loan officer to discuss mortgage pre-approval. You have read and gathered additional information to enlighten the home decision team of the decision process. So this is what your success looks like at this point. The criteria are well defined. Each criterion is independently evaluated and weighted. Evidence to evaluate criteria may be judgmentally or objectively based. Combining criteria evaluation of multiple decision participants is absolutely necessary. Utilize differences as discussion points. Differences may be resolved with additional evidence or agree to disagree by splitting the difference. The final steps are 5 and the decision to move forward. Since the home buyer's clients have clearly defined their criteria, the realtor is able to provide home buying alternative suggestions. Both the home buyers and the realtor are guided by a clearly defined, ordered, and weighted list of what's important to us criteria. Also, as much as the home buyers tried to accurately assess the criteria, it is certainly possible their perceptions morph and change with experience. The good news is that our process allows for rapid updating. I hope you like this overview of the home buying process. The app we discussed is included with my book, Making Choices, Making Money, and certainly for a much deeper dive, you can also check out my book. An important challenge faced by new homeowners is saving enough for the down payment. The good news is many U.S. localities and states provide down payment assistance programs. Next time, we'll be talking with Mike Romano. Mike is an executive at Stairs Financial, a down payment assistance marketplace. Mike will be sharing the ins and outs of helping you raise enough money for your down payment. But until next time, you've got this.